I want to express my gratitude to the whole ruling family, which really made to spend my more than half the life, professional life in this country. And this has become, somebody asked me, which place you belong? I simply say I belong to UAE, because this country has given me, not only to me, to my people, and this could be possible only with excellent support from the ruling family, from Free Zone. The whole team is available 24 hours.
تقرب منازلها إلا محب زايد أسسها واليوث وراها داروا على الدانات 7 أبد إلا دار زايد لا تقرب حماها لا تقرب منازلها إلا محب زايد أسسها واليوث وراها داروا على الدانات 7 أبد نحنا شعوب لها نفدى ثراها نبذل الغالي لها دوم ونهب نحنا شعوب لها نفدى ثراها.
As I mentioned that I'm basically an engineer, and this is my 59th year in the industry. I'm already 80. After working for almost you can say 45 years in India, I was looking for some outside venture. I went to Indonesia, I went to Malaysia, even Australia, and somehow UAE, I became fancy about UAE. Reason being, the way people support you,
yes,
the way people help you, it's a real example which I can tell you honestly. Nothing added up. When I planned to come, first time I came was in 1989. I was supplying the castings to National Cement. Mr. Mohammed Al Ghurier, he said, why don't you set up? You have such a vast experience in the field. Why don't you set up industry over here? I said, let me look an opportunity. Then, of course, I made it my project. I went to Jabal Ali. Then I thought, probably I'm looking for a little smaller place where I can look to develop not only ourselves, but even that place. When I came here, Fujra Free Zone had just started, and Mr. Sharif Al-Awadi, he said, SK, AHUJA, why don't you give us opportunity? Maybe Jabal Ali is too big for you. Why don't you give us opportunity to start here? I said, I am going to do it here.
Yes.
And then the project started in 94 November, and within 5.5 years, this project was completed. You might be surprised, when I came here, there was no road here. And overnight, 2nd April 1995, this plant was to be inaugurated, and there was power had to be connected. I was shocked to see that within overnight they built up the road from gate where you entered to our plant, and at 8 o'clock His Highness Sheikh Saleh agreed to really start this plant. inaugurate this plant. And you might be surprised, Mr. Sharif Al-Abadi, he was whole night with us here to make arrangement to start to the inauguration here, because this was the first industry over here. When I observed here a lot of crushes, and I found that most of the things are imported from Germany, UK, European countries, and people were depending on that, and they were charging anything they liked. Initially, some people told me that it may be very difficult for you to set up against European countries. I said, I have taken a chance. I am confident that we'll prove it. Of course, I still remember Mr. Bardawi, I still remember Mr. Katami, who were the pioneer of the crushing industry. Then initially, because this particular industry, why I selected, basically, first of all, I felt that millions of dirhams are being drained away from this country. Obstacles I had plenty, because from Spain, from Europe, people wanted us to fail. They said, how come a man from India can set up an industry here? Because they were afraid to lose the whole market. And they made me at one place even to fail. Then I met Mr. Katami, and Mr. Katami said, "Aapko this no more now." He said, "Mr. AHUJA, you will feel ups and downs. Don't run away. Be here." I said, the day I will prove, I am so confident that those people who are putting a struggle to me, they will be forced to buy from me, because it is the quality which is important. It's honesty which is important. It's a dedication which is important. And we went on struggling. We started with just about 100 ton. We reached to the level of 1200 ton. I still remember, His Excellency Mr. Banerjee, Mr. Mukherjee, who was ambassador here, Consul General. He said, "You'll break this mountain and still expand to that extent." I said, "I'll try." And with the support of not only our team, but support of whole free zone, support of His Highness. You can see the picture, the one. He said, we normally go for Eid to wish him. And he said, "Where is the casting man?" I was standing. So this is how success came. Struggle were there. It was very difficult to survive. The day was there when probably I had to buy scrap and sell it to make it success. Today, we are in first top 5 companies of the world, because I wanted to keep myself diversified, just not on crushing, car shredding, mining, and dredging. When the palm oil beach was made, Boscales and IHM, they bought all the liners from us. So I developed in a way that what people don't do. I don't want to do the people which normal people do it. I wanted to develop in a very diversified. Even today the global economy is down in the world. We are not down. We are not down. So it means this. I made this factory as one window. You can get any product, any material, any industry. So that was one reason that today even Megatools, ESCO, Colombia, we are considered, they treat me as a threat in America as a supplier. Basically, other reason is, which I am proud to say, that I believed in developing the metallurgies in a way which nobody has done in the world, which people want me to patent. I don't want to do patent. I don't want to disclose. but this is taken like a fire in the world. So that is the reason we are in the first top 5 industry, that we are open to development. More than that, we are open to criticism. If we are doing something wrong, we must know it. You make success, that does not grow you. You make failures, that makes you success. So that is the reason, because I learned from my failures and I wanted to make sure that we do the things. We might fail, but never dishearten. Try to improve. And that is the one thing which I want to really convey to the young generation. Focus, first target and focus. See, I tell you very frankly, I came here with only a loan from Ashok Bank, which Mr. Mohammed Al-Gurrier also helped me. And I said, I'll keep on growing. And from 1.5 million, this company has grown to 20 million. Because basically, one should try to help, to try to find out what this country needs. What this country needs. And I still feel that Fujairah is a place which could have been one of the best industrial place. Being in the East Coast, no interference, no problems. So I personally feel that environment is still, and I personally stress on that many times in many meetings, that they should be, as Dubai has turned, as to be a, you can say, tourist space.
Yes.
This place can be developed highly industrial. We still need to do automobile. We buy millions of cars. So this is environment which is very important to really make it further success. Mining, exploration of mine. We have a lot of mountains. A lot of things are there. So this is an environment which should be really created. As I mentioned you, that I want to do which people don't do. We must understand what you need. If I say I produce this, doesn't serve the purpose. We must do what you need. And I must come into the suggestion. And what we do, we try even with, not only with this here, even worldwide, we try to develop things, improve things, give the, it is more important that one should have the best advantage of the money he is spending. That is our strength. My whole team, I am nothing. My whole workers. Success means satisfaction of my customer. If my customer is satisfied, I am successful. If my customer is not satisfied, I am not successful. It's very important. One should decide. He should know what he knows, what he wants to do. He must target. It's why sometimes I say to the school children, come and visit. Try to set up. First fix the target and then focus. If you focus on your targets, I still remember, of course it is in our epic, that if somebody wants to success, he must aim it. He should not look around here and there. And if he targets, he will definitely get success. And secondly, never be afraid of failures. If you are afraid of failures, you will never learn. If a child is afraid of walking, standing, he will never walk. Mother can only hold that finger and make him walk, but he has to walk himself. And that is my message to the young generation. You can get guidance, you can get the guidance, But you'll have to make your own efforts. And for making any effort, never forget three things: your integrity, honesty, and dedication. These three things, if somebody has, there is no reason why one will fail.
وبنت زايد للوطن الله حباه.
This place has a lot of potential. Still, many industries can really catch up, like railways, automobile. See, as I said in the beginning, that you buy so many cars. I still don't see any automobile company over here. We still import. You can import, you can start fabrication, you can start assemblies. But the work must go on. That is something which is, and secondly, of course, everybody knows about solar energy. UAE is the country which has gone into the nuclear energy. Even it should be promoted.